Hello and welcome to Efficient Strategy Gaming. Today we're going to be playing Panzer Corps 2 on Generalismus mode, so let's get into it. First off, I've shelved all the tanks and the armor for that matter, and we're only going to be needing 2 artillery pieces for this scenario. I've added 1 dive bomber and 3 strategic bombers. The strategic bombers are quite good against naval targets, so that's something to note. And the other thing is all my Patreons I have named as my tanks. I have 4 Patreons: Hunter, Wes, Von Dumkopf, and Tom. So let's get into it here. We're going to start in the north. I have an engineer and a cavalry here. And we have some naval support. But we need to take out their naval support first. Because what is this? This destroyer will act as a support weapon for this infantry in here. So if we can take him out, that would be fantastic. I've got some cavalry here because there's a large space between Bergen and Oslo and Lillehammer. So we're going to smash through here and then basically have the cavalry run towards Oslo. And then if this base is left, we're going to have the engineer take out that fort. Ooh, missed the PT boat. I'm going to use an undo there. And then can this guy get over there? He can't. Cray cray. Damn. Okay, and we have a PT boat here. And there's a submarine right there. Let's have the dive bombers take a crack at that guy first. And then there's the dive bomber attack compared to the strat bomber. Okay, the better strat bomber has the better attack apparently. There is a PT boat in this harbor here that acts as the supporting artillery piece, just to let you guys know. That'll sneak up on you. And these dive bombers are very good at attacking the forts. This guy we're going to clean up a little later, but I just want to keep the damage up. And who else needs to be defended here? The strategic bomber probably has better air defense. I don't want him to attack my dive bomber, so let's put this guy right in the middle of this scrum here. We have a few paras. The first one right here will not be able to land this turn. I'm going to put him right over here. Spoiler alert, the Norwegian Air Force is going to come from here, so I don't think he's going to be able to get over there. The second para, who is already in their transport, can be dropped the first turn and moved, but I'm just going to keep him there so that they can't easily just fire on him for free, because he's not going to be able to attack. He can move in on the second turn. It's not a big deal. So we got these guys over here. And we have one more guy. He can't quite make that PT boat, though. AA defense there. Okay, we'll start softening up this target. He's got 3 entrenchment. Let's see if it works. Still has 3 entrenchment. Alright, I think that was it. There's that Norwegian Air Force there. He actually did a decent bit of damage there. Wow, they took a lot of damage. Wow, they took a lot of damage too, though. Jeez. So this guy's suppressed, so I think they can attack. No, he's still going to be able to help out. That's fine, though. Okay, it's not fine. We'll just have to deal with it. 5 out of 10 entrenchment, huh? With artillery support, how far can this artillery shoot? Range of 2. I'm going to move him back just to see, hopefully get out of range of the artillery. I don't want them to get to shoot at him for free. This boat went all the way over here. We'll pursue. The fort should be able to attack on my destroyer here. I think that's a destroyer. And we'll put some pressure on Stavanger. Let's get another Junkers here against the sub. They position their fighters very strategically here. It's not going to save them, though. Got to take out that PT boat. Okay, just the engineer was able to attack. That's interesting. Okay, where infantry? Put him there. With the gun right there. Let's see what extra damage we can do here. So we got 2 more dive bomber attacks. I should have done this before I attacked the fort. I'm a little worried about that. I don't really want to take damage from him, though. don't take damage if they attack these guys, so that's what we're going to go with. The damage for free model. Start softening up there. These guys have no artillery. And I know that AA was there, but this is a really cheap strategic bomber unit, so I'm just going to use it in that fashion. Okay, those guys are pretty much done. Oh, this guy can move in if he wants to. Let's have him keep up the pressure over here. Take that high ground. He can move, but I think we need to be more defensive. These two guys can move in on him. See if he won't support this infantry if they attack. Let's see what happens here. Okay, only took 1 point of damage, no big deal. I'm assuming the artillery is going to take the objective, but I'm not sure. And he went in there to get the encirclement on those guys 100%. I'm going to need to help them out. Okay, there's no artillery supporting here anymore. Okay, we're not going to get the mass assault bonus. Let's do a cheeky little thing here. Encircle him, take out his artillery support, and then move back to the city. Okay, this guy's in deep trouble. Looks like we can give some help, though. Still says he's encircled. Well, I'm still glad that I dropped that extra paratrooper right there, because that worked out real well. Oh, this guy's supporting? You bastard. He can't catch up. Maybe he can stay back and support these two units. That'll take care of the first problem there. Let's see if we can't take out their Air Force first. We can't? Dang, they're too far back. Shoot. Alright, here we go. Okay, got that PT boat out of the way. Now let's get the other one out of the way. See if our fighters can help us out over here. I'll rebase this guy to get a little further up and help out in this area over here. Nice. Okay, we got the surrender. Get these guys on the move. This guy can hop into a train next turn and go over here when I capture it. I'm not sure if we can capture it just with the train alone. Let's put some damage on that guy. Tide's turning over there. We should be able to reopen supplies next turn. Oh, and this is the guy that can attack twice. That's why he was able to land and move up like that. That's right. And this guy is just going to chill. Unless he can somehow make it around. It doesn't look like it. That looks like an awful attack. Okay, not looking too bad here. All right, pass the turn. Got to get to that artillery. Just like they just got to ours. Nice little move. They protected their artillery. Oh wow, just barely hung on there. Let's see if we can't get this guy. No, we can't get him engaged down there. Okay, so that guy's moving out of the way. We'll take him off the battlefield. I'll wait on that one. I think I'll wait till next turn. So it could have been that they did not attack the here because of this guy. Let me show you a phased movement and we'll see if the train... No, he can't get into there and take it. Well, he has to go past this guy. Okay. I get it. That fighter wasn't going to do any damage over here or suppression, so don't even bother. Really want to get this guy off of this hill here. Can he get to the artillery? No. Let's put some damage on these units. That's what the dive bombers are so good at. I'm going to move this guy up. Does that make sense? No, it really doesn't help. I don't think. And we'll see if we can make these enemies retreat at all. There we go. Okay. See if he can get in and then pop out. He did give us the flag, so that's interesting. I don't want this guy to be able to come over and just take that train out, so he's going to have to stay in between them. These guys look so bad. Have them take an objective. Just limp out of there. That looks awful. Give him the defense of that destroyer. Nothing going on up there. Oh. I'd rather take the damage with the fighter than the suppression at this point. Let's move this guy over here. I'm not sure it'll help much, but maybe we could suppress this guy next turn. And we will pass the turn as long as I moved everyone. That battleship can help suppress them. I'm not sure what the move was there. He started off here like in the middle of like this little narrow inlet. Like, tell me in the comments below what happened in real life. Like, the Butcher went in to Oslo Harbor, guns blazing. I think I remember something like that must have happened. This guy's got to get out of here. There. Now they're both on high ground. How do you like that? I thought he took a damage. Okay, whatevs. This guy's got to get out of here. He's going to get just destroyed by that fort. Let's get some suppression. They've got a 6 entrenchment. Nice. With the surrender, so they should be able to just jump into a train. Nope, they're out of movement. And then he can actually get into a train. So you have to be in a major province to be able to get into the train. So I did not know that. Wow, we should be able to take out Oslo here. That airport right here to be able to move everything up enough to where they can really support the rest of the battlefield. I don't even think this helps, but we'll move him over there just in case. He could move, but I really need that guy destroyed. I don't need him sitting there threatening the back country. That's how it's done. They don't have an attack move, though. We could get into Oslo, but I'm not sure that we could hold it, so these guys are just going to have to hang tight here. And this is fine. That's how it goes. Turn 5 out of 20. We're okay. Let's rebase this guy up. Guy's done moving, done moving. Oh. That's why it's good to check this. Oh, I forgot to move this guy. There we go. So this guy is not going to be able to help out a lot. That's too bad. All right, we'll pass the turn. Wow, that fort dealing damage. There's 2 trains available. Okay, there's no railroad there. Okay, my bad. We got to start out over here. All right. No big deal. Can they get into a boat from there? Apparently not. But these guys are Fallschirmjägers, so they can just fly over there on an airplane. Okay. The remnants of those 2 units. Okay, so both these guys are Fallschirmjägers, so that's great. Whoever goes out here is going to be stuck out there. I want these guys moving fast. So whoever's the one that's slower is going to come out here and take the little bit of prestige that we have left over. Nice. Okay, these guys are off to the races. Looks like there's nothing. Okay, we're going to have high ground next turn. They just cannot make it over there. Jeez. Okay, but I think this fighter can. We'll try. Wow, so in that position, he can actually attack that. No. Oh, he can move up. Okay. They're not getting any support. So these guys both attacked. get that airfield that I want so badly. Then we'll start moving everyone up. Hopefully we can keep that airfield. If not, we have to move everyone back. And in certain cases, your planes will actually die. Airport capacity does come into factor as well. Sometimes I've noticed. Oh. The cavalry can force march as well. Okay. I did not know that. Alright, we'll pass the turn. These guys are just going to get hammered. Oh, wow, that was a nice retreat. They got way out of there. I don't know if it had to do with the fact that there's so many people in the area, so many units. But these guys are retreating a lot. And now we cannot use our Air Force because it's raining. Perfect. Finally, okay, they just gave up. Leave that guy in the area. He can embark, he can't move. Apparently this guy can drop. I'm gonna take it. Just because he's close enough. Who knows how long it's gonna be raining for, right? Is that their artillery piece? Yeah, okay. Doing pretty well here. The question is, how much do we upgrade? There's going to be some resistance up there, but I'm not sure that it's going to be that much. And if this rain stops, we should really be able to steamroll them. Let's just get our guys close. Go. And we will pass the turn. this destroyer will not be able to attack that base. And you cannot rebase when it's raining, so that's another game mechanic. Just getting a little busy here. I'm gonna need this guy to replace too. There we go. We got a finisher. We'll have them take that objective and hope that there's no one on over here to counterattack us. This really sucks when it's raining. So all these guys moved. Big boy attacked. And the turn again. So we want to get this done as soon as possible. Every turn that we have left at the end of the scenario gives us an extra 10%, up to a max of 20. So that is a maximum of 200% extra prestige that you can get in between scenarios by finishing the turns early. And I got that information just from the manual. Okay, so we can move this guy up, but we might have problems. Wow, this guy's still all the way back there. Okay, so we should rebase him next. Fighter can't do damage over there. He can't rebase, really. So he'll take out the fort and the objective next turn. Same over there. There's just a lot of little objectives over here to take. Why not? Usually use the strategic bombers for the towns, the dive bombers for everything else. Depending on if there's anyone out there, that this guy might get really wrecked. So let's not do that. Since he has phased movement, we'll take advantage of that. There's the artillery piece. Get lost in those little urban areas. Okay, and this guy could still be useful to take objectives. Okay, pass the turn. I expected that to happen, but he took an objective. Excuse me. But he took an objective. See if the fighter can do any damage. Of course he can't. I'm not sure if it matters if you take the forts out. I'm not sure if it just gives XP, if we're just grinding XP, or what the deal is. Oh, so there's another guy over there. Let's make sure he doesn't go anywhere. Wow, it's really slow moving through these hills, huh? Nice. Got the surrender. Is this the guy with the hero? Yeah. Nice. Can he move this way? There's no airport over here. Guess we can move back here, though. Oh, never mind. There's one right there. That'll work. Okay, and we'll end the turn. Hopefully we're looking at a victory on turn 10 here. They're not going to make it easy for us. Okay, cloudy. So that's going to be reduced to air damage for sure. Get the engineer in here. Yeah, I don't think we can... Let's see what we can do this turn. I'm not sure. This guy can get all the way into the mountains. That's impressive. Yeah, it looks like it's going to have to be turn 12, unfortunately. I'm sure we could have done this quicker. There we go. We got that. And they are out. So we might not even get this fort here. Unless I start bombing it a lot. So let's move one of our junkers back over here. This guy's probably a little more strength. And then these guys can stay there. And we'll end the turn. Hopefully the next turn's going to be the best. We're going to be done. Those bastards had to take out my cavalry. Just had to one-shot the cavalry, and the hero's gone on it as well. Okay, let's see if the junkers can do anything. And they can't attack anymore. Jeez. Nice. So if I move into there right now, it'll end the scenario. And I want my guys to keep on hitting here. So we got the surrender there. Yeah, I think it's going to end it immediately. But I think that's the best that we can do. Alright, so that's Norway South. Let's see what the next scenario is. As always, the Junkers are doing the best with artillery. Mainly the best KD ratio here is the Air Force. That Fallschirmjäger did quite well too. We left a few points of prestige on the board for sure. We're going to not go for Belgium and go for the forts. We're going to go for Sedan so that we can bring our Patreon tanks back. Let's see what the general has to say for our briefing.
Apologies for bringing you back to active duty so quickly after your campaign in Norway, but there is a new task that your talents should be a perfect fit for. High Command has greenlit Operation Fallgelb, and it's aimed squarely at our nemesis, France. My old friend Manstein actually got this daring plan approved by High Command personally, even overruling Chief of Staff Halder. Ha! But now it falls on you to execute the plan. While diversionary forces strike at Belgium directly, and the static defenses of the French Maginot Line sit impotently, you need to take your panzers between them both and through the wooded hills of the Ardennes forest. That will put you in an excellent position to occupy Sedan, your primary objective. Once you are through the forest and over the Moose River, only two more objectives remain. One here and another here. Success in this region will put you in an incredible position against our enemies. But there is no room for failure, as all elements of surprise will have been lost.
Alright, so we got a double move guy back anyways. So we lost the hero with the phase movement, and then we got one back. So I'll bring back the Patreon tanks in the next installment of this series. And it looks like we got the Battle of Sedan here up next. And it's going to be a good one. If you are wondering specifically where Guderian crossed the Meuse River, the Maas, this is the Maas right here. Guderian crossed like right here specifically. And I believe Rommel crossed somewhere up here by this province right here. It was on the border of Belgium and France. And if you want to know the history behind it, I have a video on that. But basically, Guderian and Rommel got to the Maas. I forget if it was at the exact same time, but pretty much Rommel got his forces across because Rommel did not wait. Rommel put his tanks on ferries and ferried his tanks across the Maas River, whereas Guderian waited for his bridging unit to come up. He created the bridge and then moved his forces across the bridge. Rommel, however, when he got his bridge up, they were under fire, and the famous story is that he took over a machine gun position and shot the machine gun himself and directed fire back at the French forces opposing him. And there's also shots of him jumping into, I believe it's the Maas River, to help them build the pontoon bridge as they're being fired at. So the man was driven. The man did not want World War I to happen all over again. I'm sure Guderian didn't either, but Rommel was a leader. There was definitely something special, and he was doing that stuff in World War I too. There's stories that you can look up about Rommel and his leadership from the front. He commanded a mountain brigade or something like that. I'm not sure if he was a colonel or he went up the ranks as a sergeant. I'm pretty sure as an officer. But thanks for joining me, guys. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy this content, and I'll see you on the next one.